Hello everyone, this is day 30, the final day of our 30-day drawing journey, and today we are going to complete our realistic eye drawing with final shading, eyelashes, highlights and detailing. So let's begin today's class. Start by drawing the outline of the upper eyelid carefully. Now begin the primary shading of the upper eyelid and smudge slowly. Leave the center area slightly white to show natural highlights on the skin surface. Next, move to the secondary shading. Use medium tones and add gentle strokes to create some subtle and skin texture. Smudge everything using a stencil or a stump. Above the eyelid also, add slightly darker shading and smudge towards softly to show the skin surface around the eye. Now darken the eyelid line carefully to create more depth and realism. Next, shade the eyeliner area darker. This helps define the eye shape and makes the eye look more attractive and realistic. You can add few gentle and subtle strokes to show some rough skin texture. Now we move to the tear duct area, which is a very important part for realistic eyes. First, mark the highlights lightly and then shade around them gently. Slowly add darker tones and smudge smoothly using a blending stump. Next, we'll shade the inner white part of the eye. Shade lightly around the eye while keeping the center slightly lighter. Near the inner edges, make little bit darker shade. Smudge everything smoothly. You can also add a few tiny texture dots and subtle rough texture with an eraser, that is you have to just dab on the surface so that it looks natural and realistic. Now let's work on the iris again to increase some contrast. Add darker shades inside the iris to make the eye pop more. Darken few areas while leaving white spaces and highlights. You have to add few dark texture lines inside the iris carefully. Also darken the pupil more while keeping the highlight area clean and bright. Next, start shading the lower eyelid. Add gentle and light strokes. Shade lightly first and smudge softly using a blending stump. See to it that you leave few highlights. Leaving few highlights or white spaces, you have to also add little bit of darker areas or darker shade near the edges. Now below the eye you have to add two lines in order to show some skin texture. Below the eye add soft skin texture and gentle shading. The two lines drawn will be representing the skin folds. So keep the center area slightly lighter and blend along the natural skin folds to make a soft, realistic look. Now take an eraser and lift few highlights wherever necessary. This step gives brightness and realism to the drawing. And now comes the most satisfying part, eyelashes. Start by drawing the upper eyelashes lightly first. Mark all the eyelashes. Remember that eyelashes are curved and flow in different directions naturally. Next, lightly mark the lower eyelashes carefully. Then slowly darken each upper eyelashes and make them more visible and attractive. Now add the reflection of eyelashes slightly inside the iris to increase realism. Now make the lower eyelashes little bit darker. Keep them softer and lighter compared to the upper eyelashes. Now slowly observe the entire eye and give finishing touches wherever needed. Adjust highlights, dark areas and smooth blending carefully. And finally your realistic eye drawing is completed. And with this beautiful realistic eye drawing, we have successfully completed a 30 days free summer drawing classes course. From basic shapes and shading to realistic drawings, all of you practiced and improved step by step throughout this journey. I hope these classes help you build confidence and improve your drawing skill. Thank you everyone for joining and supporting the entire drawing course. See you again in future drawing classes.